In this video, I'm going to teach you my 3-step framework of how the new rich is getting rich. It's going to make you filthy fucking rich. I've used this framework to make money, and now it's time for me to show you how to use it so you can start making money as well. So this allows you to generate infinite money online because pretty much there's unlimited money online. Our goal is to just start capturing it, and this is what this framework is going to allow you to do. So how do you capture money online, and how do you make a lot of it online? So first things first, I've called this thing product development. It can be called creativity. It can be called whatever the fuck you want. Just, the name doesn't matter because it's going to work the same way. So how the hell does this work? So step one is going to be getting into a domain. People like to call domains niches, but I think domain is a more fitting name because it's a more intellectual name and it doesn't constrain you very much. So once you go into a domain, it can be a subdomain as well. So it could be, let's say you go into gaming, you can go underneath gaming to Fortnite specifically, or let's say you go into fitness, you can go into calisthenics more specifically. So all you need to do is find a domain. I have a video on my channel about Ikigai to find a domain that resonates with you, but we just need to find one and get into it. So once you're in a domain, the step in this is getting information. So we need to devour information, and I'm going to teach you the highest leverage way to do this. So it's called the 80-20 rule. I'm sure you've heard of it if you've been on the internet at all. 20% of the things wield 80% of the results. So you only need to devour about 20% of the bottom information. Think of it like a pyramid. That'll give you 80% of the walls inside of that domain. So think of the walls as you're walking, and those are the rules of the domain. These are the given. Once you understand the given, you can start pushing on those to get a better idea, and that's what the next step is, to get to step 2. So there is a transfer. So to get to step 1 to 2, you need an idea. So ideas can be done through walking, showering, just doing a ruminating activity. You know, those activities that just let your brain run wild. Do those activities, and if you have been devouring this for about a week, like intensely, you'll start to come up with brilliant ideas. Now, not all of them are going to be brilliant. You kind of need to filter them, and that's kind of where step 2 is. So you have ideas coming in, so you now have something to work with. Once you have ideas, you need to start seeing if these ideas are good. You can use systems to do that. So what kind of systems? So you can either use your person. So your person, if you're a good judgment person at all, you can use yourself to filter these ideas and make a list of the good ideas. Now, if you're not a good judgment person whatsoever, just go online and validate it. Just be like, look up market and see if there's something there. But if it's not, then it's going to be hard, and that's usually what happens when you have a good idea, is that the market doesn't have it yet, which that's what creates a cash cow. So once we have a good idea, we need to create it. So this is where you get something that you can sell. There are 2 types. You have a physical product, or you have a digital product. So physical product example would be, something that I can wear, something that I can use with inside of my office, or whatever. An example of a digital product would be like an ebook or a course. Those are more higher leverage because it doesn't take as much input from you. All you need to do is make it once, and the whatever software you put it on will just start emailing people. That's the highest leverage way, but typically, physical products are a little bit more valuable, but it is a little bit harder to get into because it's a little bit more cutthroat. So keep that in mind. So you can develop your product with AI. With the advancement of AI, it's super awesome. If you want to create a software, use AI. If you want to create a course, use AI. If you want to create a product, use AI. AI has pretty much eliminated this. The only thing that you need is a good idea. You can learn how to use AI to execute that idea. Okay, so on to step 3. So how do we get to step 3? We now have a product that we can sell. So we need to send it to the field. Field is step 3, and to be able to understand if our idea is good, the field will tell us through data. So how do we get there? So we need to do marketing. So this is letting people know that you have a good idea that you think would be beneficial to society. Once you have a good idea and it's built, you need to do the marketing. Once you do the marketing, people will let you know if it's a shit idea or if it's a really good idea. Typically, this is through dollar signs. Now, you can also do different metrics, downloads, or whatever if you're doing something free. But what you need to know is that the field will let you know if your idea is good. So you may think your idea is good, but it's truly not good if the field says it's not good. But you also need to understand that if you don't do enough marketing, you won't know because you won't have enough data or feedback. But all you need to know is that there's paid and free ways of marketing. Paid usually is a little bit easier and doesn't take as much effort. Free does take a lot of effort, but it is also a more sound way to create your marketing. So figure out which way you want to market, and then once you start marketing, you will get data back from the field, typically in dollar signs. So this is the 3-step framework, and you just keep repeating this until you find a good idea. So if the market does not like your original idea, go back, create more ideas, pick one, create the product, send it to the market. If it doesn't work, keep going until you run into a cash cow. Now, if you really start devouring the domain that you choose, it's inevitable that you will find and strike upon a good idea. Once you have that, you have money in your pocket. That's how easy it is to make money nowadays. So now all you need to do is find your domain and start getting information within that domain so you can start making the money. So one crucial step when it comes to here is actually creating the ideas, and that happens through something like this. Think of these as information clusters, and when you do those reminiscing thoughts, you connect those information clusters. But those information clusters come in two forms: short term and long term. So short term will happen and you'll have them for a day. To turn them into long term, you need good quality sleep, and this way it allows you to build a very great product over like a week period of time, because after one day they'll kind of disappear and you don't have that information. If you want to increase your short to long term memory, I have a free software that allows you to track your habits to see if you're getting good quality sleep. If you think that you're getting good quality sleep, get the software and make it better. If you think you're getting bad quality sleep, get the software and make it better. Sleep is one of the most valuable tools when it comes to the new age of making money. So make sure that you fix your sleep. And if you want to know a little bit more information about the process of turning long into short, or if you need the Ikigai, link in the description.